The Islamic Republic forces Iran's champions to leave their homeland against their will and compete under the flags of other nations in international competitions like the Olympics. This regime even attempts political exploitation of the competition between two Iranian athletes, two friends, where like any other sporting contest, there are winners and losers. Yet the regime nonetheless tries to pit Iranian against Iranian. I wish Nahid Kiani victory and a gold medal in the final, and also hope Kimia Alizadeh can replicate her valuable bronze medal from the Rio Olympics. But regardless of the outcome, both Nahid and Kimia are winners. The loser is the vile and evil Islamic Republic. I know that one day Iranian athletes will again proudly and freely compete under the national flag of Iran in the Olympics and, with the support of a nation, bring Iran honor, said His Majesty Prince Reza Pahlavi on X. Ali Khamenei executed an innocent patriot in Iran. His name was Reza Rasai. He was taken off the streets where he was protesting for freedom, democracy, and dignity after the murder of Mahsa Amini. He was physically tortured in the most heinous of fashions. Ali Khamenei killed Reza because he is scared of the people of Iran. He killed Reza because he's weak and is trying to take revenge for his own humiliation on the people of Iran. But he will fail and he will fall, said His Majesty Prince Reza Pahlavi on X. Reza Rasai, a 34-year-old detained during Iran's national uprising in Sahneh, Kermanshah, was executed early Tuesday. Fatemeh Haydari, sister of the late Jawad Haydari, wrote on X, "At 2 a.m. security forces installed cameras at Reza's family home. On Tuesday morning, they informed the family of his execution. No visits were allowed before the execution. The family was told they can't bury Reza in Sahneh. His body must be buried in a remote area." After the execution of the late Reza Rasai by the Islamic Republic, concerns are growing about the execution of 3 other political prisoners. The death sentences for Abbas Deris and Mojahed Korkur have been upheld by the Supreme Court despite flaws in their cases. Additionally, Mahmoud Mehrabi's case has been registered for retrial at the Supreme Court. Our day of revenge will come. Death to the executioner regime, said the speaker in the video. On August 10th, a banner with the image of Reza Rasai, a political prisoner executed by the Islamic Republic, was hung on a pedestrian bridge over the Shahanshahi Modarres Highway. On the evening of Sunday, August 4th, Shakila Monfared was returned to Evin prison from Taleghani Hospital. She had been transferred to the hospital on Thursday night, August 1st, due to a severe health issue. Ashkan Monfared, the brother of this monarchist political prisoner, stated that Miss Monfared was returned to Evin after 3 days in the hospital. Shakila Monfared has been on a hunger strike since July to protest a new case opened against her during her imprisonment. With an assault and aggressive behavior by a government-affiliated doctor toward Farzaneh Qare Hasanlu, her treatment process was left incomplete. Ms. Qare Hasanlu, one of the prisoners of the national uprising, was transferred to Qaim Hospital in Mashhad due to complications from illness, while in Vakilabad prison had her treatment abruptly ended after the government-affiliated doctor discovered her identity and attacked her. Nahid Behrouzi Farvahari, a Baha'i citizen, was arrested on Tuesday, July 30th and remains in an uncertain situation in one of the detention centers of the Intelligence Ministry. Despite her poor physical condition, she has been deprived of her necessary medications. Miss Behrouzi suffers from arthritis and high cholesterol and requires continuous daily medication. The lack of access to her needed medications and the stressful conditions have led to asthma attacks for this detained citizen. Solmaz Hassanzadeh, sister of the late Mohammad Hassanzadeh, was transferred to Urumia prison a day after her violent arrest. She has been denied visitation and contact with her family and is under interrogation by security forces. A source said despite the family's visits at Urumia prison, they haven't been allowed to see her. Solmaz is being interrogated daily and taken from the prison to security agencies. The family's phones, including those of Mohammad's parents, have also been confiscated and not returned. Maryam Mehrabi, sister of political prisoner Mahmoud Mehrabi, who is sentenced to death on charges of propaganda against the regime and inciting violence, has been sentenced to 6 years in prison, 2 years of work prohibition, and a 2-year travel ban by the first branch of the Islamic Revolutionary Court in Isfahan. Marzieh Adinezadeh, sister of the late Abolfaz Adinezadeh, shared a recording of her imprisoned father, Ali Adinezadeh, on her Instagram account from Quchan prison. In this phone call, Ali Adinezadeh said, "I told the investigator, do you think that now that you have sent me to prison, I will bow down? No, I said. The murderer of my child should be in prison, not me." Hossein Koshki-Nejad, a political prisoner held in Evin prison, has been deprived of medical treatment and specialized medical care. A source close to Hossein Koshki-Nejad's family reported, Hossein Koshki-Nejad suffers from a torn meniscus in his knee, and doctors have stated that surgery is the only way to treat it. However, the prison authorities have refused to cover the treatment costs, leaving this political prisoner without proper medical care. Despite submitting several written requests for hospital transfer, he has received no proper response and has only been told that they are negotiating the cost of treatment, which has yet to be fulfilled. Sabah Bakhtiari, the aunt of the late Puya Bakhtiari, shared on her Instagram account that over 20 armed agents attacked their home and arrested her brother, Mehrdad, with violence. She wrote, "They pointed a gun at my defenseless brother's head, didn't settle for a blindfold, wrapped his entire head with a scarf and kidnapped him to an unknown location. My other brother was also brutally beaten in the revolutionary court. The usurping regime is determined to take severe revenge on our family freedom fighters and defenseless people." On Monday, July 29th, a group of dissatisfied car buyers protested in front of the central office of Modiran Khodro. Despite receiving full payments from customers, the company increased the prices of their products by 20%. On Monday, August 5th, a group of retired telecommunications workers in Kermanshah staged a protest over unpaid claims and the poor state of their supplemental insurance. On Monday, July 29th, a group of telecom retirees in Gilan province held a protest against economic hardships and the authorities' failure to fulfill their promises. They chanted, "We see no justice, we've heard too many lies." On August 5th, nurses and healthcare staff from Fasa, Shiraz, and Zanjan medical universities held a protest. They demanded revised nursing tariffs, increased bonuses and wages, and the elimination of unpaid mandatory overtime. On Monday, August 5th, contract teachers protested in front of the presidential office in Tehran, demanding job security and an end to obstacles in their employment status conversion. On Tuesday, July 30th, a group of farmers in Isfahan set up a camp and held a protest against water shortages and the lack of accountability from officials.